Hello, this is Lori, and I wanted to do a short. Hi, guys, this is Lori, and I am doing a short video on how the Lori and the Clothing Company is helping individuals become business owners. So it's going to be a really short video. Hope that you gain some knowledge from it, and also we do have a information session going on today in Richmond, Virginia, from 3 to 6 p.m. And we will be at Artworks, which is 320 Hull Street. We're inside the Artworks building. Also, we will have some products for you to review, and we will also have some valuable information. And one more thing, we'll also be offering some packages at $99. So we give you a low startup cost to start your new business. We first want to discuss the business costs and what business cost is when relating to starting a new business. It's any cost that's associated with setting up a business. Some examples are legal fees, accountant fees, registration charges, promotional activities, and also some startup expenses can be your preliminary expenses or your pre-opening expenses, which can get really expensive. But I will be discussing some of the costs as related to the business of fashion, retail, and manufacturing. Okay, so in other industries, you will see that there are different types of costs, but I will only be relating to the fashion, retail, and manufacturing part of the business. First thing, design. We have been approached with several inquiries for designing a clothing line or designing a product where sewing is involved. Most people, they have the idea, but they don't have the skill to bring the idea to life or even to sketch it out. So, one possible cost is your design cost, and the average cost of hiring a freelance designer in the US with proficient skills can range from $35 to $40 per hour. With our company and with our independent fashion consultant program, there are no design costs involved. Pattern making. So once you create your design, you're going to need a pattern to start production. Patterns are crucial with any product that requires sewing because they need to cut the fabric according to your specifications, and your specifications are the pattern, the actual pattern. Pattern making, to create an initial pattern for your design, it can cost up to $75 an hour. Once the patterns are made, you need to grade them, and grading just means that you are making the patterns available in different sizes. So if your size range is 2, 4, 6, 8, you will need a pattern for size 2, for size 4, for size 6, and for size 8, so that the manufacturer can just cut the pattern and cut the fabric according to each size's specification. Okay. So once you have the initial pattern, then you need to get them graded, and grading can be $15 to $25 per size for 1 to 6 pattern pieces. So pattern pieces, you can have more than one pattern pieces involved in one pattern. So if you have a shirt, you'll need a pattern piece for the sleeve, you'll need a pattern piece for the front of the shirt, and you'll need a pattern piece for the back of the shirt. Then if you have a collar, you need a pattern piece for the collar. If you have a cuff, then you will need a pattern piece for the cuff. So all of the pattern making expenses can grow really fast. With our independent fashion consulting program, there's no pattern making fees involved. Samples. Because samples are All samples are is a single item. It's just a single item, which is a representation of your finished design. Manufacturers can charge up to $150 per sample, and that's just one size. So if you want a sample in your size 2, in your size 4, your size 6, and your size 8, that's $150 per size. And the sample pricing of $150, that's just lowballing. That's just going at the lowest. You have some manufacturers who would charge more than $150 for each sample, and they understand that the samples, it's needed. You need it for selling purposes, and you also need it to make any necessary changes. With our independent fashion consultant program, there's no sample making charges. Production. If you are outsourcing your production internationally, you're looking at an order of at least 50,000 pieces. That's a lot of pieces, and that's a lot of cost involved. So on top of your production, then you have to put cost into promoting and advertising your project. So you need to sell it. If it's not moving quick enough, then you have a huge inventory of product that's not selling quick enough. So you have just a lot of inventory, and you may just have a little space to keep the inventory. With our independent fashion consultant program, we do not require huge inventory. Flex spending. Our flex spending options allow each independent fashion consultant to offer discounts to their clients. The discounts are taken from our cut, and the IFC keeps their full 50% commission. So this is one of the features that we would love to discuss, because we want to see each independent fashion consultant succeed. We want to help each independent fashion consultant grow their business and keep their clients. And we think that this is a really good way to offer not only a discount to your client, but to gain that relationship and trust between you and your client. Last thing, another option that we offer is make it your brand. We will sit in the back scenes, we will sit behind you, we will cheer you on. We will become your original design manufacturer and allow you to put your label in the product. So we're creating this product for you, and we are allowing you to take your brand to the next level. We're allowing you to assume ownership of your product. So we thank you again for listening to or in watching this video. And we just hope that you sign on as an independent fashion consultant. We are offering low-cost startups, and once again, you can always reach us by email at info@laurianda.com. That's info@laurianda.com.